the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Hello, everybody. We're back with another game against the Thunder.
So important to get off on the right foot. New year, new season. These guys have done it.
You know, I think for Oklahoma City, they've gotten themselves into exactly the position they wanted to be in at this point in the season.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
Say that I'm all that surprised by
We're on the road.
Clark, this is
They're undefeated. We're undefeated. This is going to be a game.
I think everybody expected them to be pretty strong. And to this point, I mean, they've done exactly what they wanted to do. And this is a very good basketball team.
Presented by State Farm. Let's take a look now at the Boston Celtics opening lineup. Bradley and Pierce fill out the wings. Bass and KG, the big ticket, patrol the inside.
Come on, Kevin Garnett. Let's get the tip.
In at the point guard position. And for the Thunder,
here we go. Let's get it.
Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins.
There we go. There you go.
Martin is out there with Russell Westbrook. Now here's Rondo. He kicks it to Bradley. And there's the feed to Bass.
Start us out, Bass.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, when you watch Doc Rivers communicate with his team, you can see how much respect his players have for him. He's funny, he's smart, he's witty, and he's not afraid to get on his guys either, which I think is important. And they respond to him, no question.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Clock at 6. It's Westbrook with the drive. Over Garnett. Gets himself open and drills it.
You can just see what his offense means to this team. I mean, it's obvious. They really rely on him to score the basketball.
And for Coach Doc Rivers of the Boston Celtics, great charisma. Truly, Steve, a player's coach. He's very intuitive. I think the way he moves around the profession and deals with his players.
And it shows, Kevin, when we have those in-game clips, you know, when the coaches are mic'd up, and sometimes we'll hear comments that Doc is making.
Come on, Boston. Set it up. Let's play some D.
It's so great to listen to. He might be my favorite coach to listen to on the sidelines in those circumstances because he communicates so well. He's funny, but he gets his point across. He's tough. Just an amazing coach.
Come on, guys. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And here's Rondo. 9 points last game out. Kicks to Garnett. Left side Pierce. Over Durant. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Come on, get back, play some
D.
D.
I like the defense, not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do it. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not
Come on,
easy.
guys.
That drops.
Textbook offensive rebounding right there. I love that. Those putbacks are buckets any team loves to get.
Rondo with it. Westbrook picks him up. Garnett backing down. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second violation. Thunder ball. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Let's get on Westbrook.
It's kind of a weird start to the playoff last year for Boston. Rondo gets suspended early, but the Celtics were able to get past the Hawks as they matched up as the 4 and 5 seeds, and the Celtics actually did not have home court advantage in that series.
True, right. Just 5 on the clock. It's Durant with the drive. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Pierce. Boston off to a slow start, trailing by 4. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And I thought the key factor was the contribution from the bench.
Got to warm up, baby.
So true. I mean, a few of those guys came into the game and instantly sparked their offense, and you love to see that from the second unit.
Well, Kevin, in the NBA, you've got lots of shooters, but only so many shot creators, and he's one of them.
Yeah, you love to have a guy like him with the ball, shot clock running down.
He led the NBA in free throw percentage.
He is a shot manufacturer late in the game.
As a team.
First one falls for him. You know, Clark, you wonder how the Celtics would fare as an older team and shortened season, the compacted window of games, so many games crammed into 1 week. You just weren't sure how much gas they had in the tank come playoff time, Steve, but as it showed, they won a couple series and made their way through.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking Miami to 7 games. They had their chance too, you know, up 3-2 in a home game, but LeBron and Miami were just too much.
Now,
good move, Brett. Good move, Green.
And that one's good.
Good spin move.
Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Come on, guys. Defense is how we're going to win this game.
About 3 minutes in. Dishes it to Martin. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Martin's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, that's not a
what you
mismatch.
love about Kevin Martin is just the efficiency offensively. He makes a lot of three-pointers, and he gets to the line at will. He's quick, and he develops angles on his drives where he draws a lot of contact, forcing the officials to call fouls.
1:35 left to play in the first. Outside Westbrook.
Good help on the pick.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And going back to what you said
about
about Kevin Martin, Steve, 2 seasons
off.
ago, he was 3rd in the league in three-pointers made. And Clark, he was 1st in the league in free throws made. What in the world's happened to this guy?
Yeah, that's the most unusual combination you'll see statistically, I think, Kevin. You don't get fouled much when you're shooting from the outside, but he has a tremendous knack when he's healthy and at his best for getting into the paint and drawing fouls, too.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Jones comes in for Kevin Durant. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Maurice Evans. And it's Maynard in for Kevin Martin. And so Westbrook makes them both.
Well, with such a young core and showing that they can be a team that can hold their own in the tough Western Conference, it's possible we could be looking at a decade-long run here with the Thunder, where they win multiple conference championships,
even though it's an ugly shot.
maybe NBA titles as well. He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Oh, ref, call that.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter.
Standing right there.
Maynard kicks to Westbrook. And the layup falls. Westbrook's got 6. See, that's a good thought. You certainly have to think so, the way they are dominating their division and the rest of the West the past few years. Clark, what a solid young core they have to go with.
Yeah, they're fantastic, Kevin. Such a young team. They've been knocking on the door for a championship the last couple of years, and they should be a contender as long as they can keep this core together and stay healthy.
Right side, Westbrook. Good work defensively by Terry.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Barbosa kicks to Wilcox. Good.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And the thing I took away from that game was how dominant they were on the boards.
Well, it's impossible not to see that domination. Based on the numbers, it was really lopsided in the rebounding battle.
Up in time, and he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play.
The Celtics.
It's the Thunder up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Tune in this Saturday night. LeBron James and the Miami Heat take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Hoops in action.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in
this game?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was
come on, Rondo.
presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
You know, you look at how dominant Russell Westbrook is statistically in just about every facet of the game. The scary part is he's still learning how to play point guard. You know, he was a 2-guard at UCLA. And really kind of a combo guard his first year in the league, but he's handling the ball and distributing and doing a better job than ever before.
So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. We've got Jeremy Lamb. Maurice Evans is out there with Durant. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Perkins in at the 5. Home in the paint. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, the Celtics with a little bit of a new look this season. The famed Big Three no more as Ray Allen has moved on. But change, not necessarily a bad thing. Last season, when they moved Kevin Garnett to center and moved Avery Bradley into the starting roster, their defense flourished, becoming the best in the league, Kevin.
Defense really their identity. That's how they win. Talk about Westbrook's upside, still in his early 20s. He's yet to even enter his prime. And the kid has expanded his game each and every season.
And that's what I like about him. I know he's had some critics.
Some of the criticism is justified,
but it's over the top in many cases. And you've got to keep in mind the big picture. This is a young, developing point guard who has already accomplished an awful lot in what I think is going to be an all-NBA type career.
Barbosa kicks to Terry. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Here's pass. Against the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, you take a look at Brandon Bass last season. He was traded to the Celtics. And on a top-tier team, I think he's become quite consistent in his performance as he's gotten more consistent minutes. I mean, it's got to be a real confidence boost for him going forward.
And he makes the first.
There you go, Bass.
And going back to Brandon Bass, guys, what a trade.
All them tattoos you got. You got to make something.
Last year, picking him up, nice mid-range shooter, pick and pop guy. He's also a good offensive rebounder. But he provided that scoring threat next to Kevin Garnett that the Celtics desperately needed.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Jones comes in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Eric Maynard. No good on the second free throw.
Get back with some defense.
You know, throughout the history of the NBA, the Celtics have been such a constant presence in the postseason that it's hard to imagine the playoffs without seeing the green. Every year the players change, but the Celtics mystique is always in it, and that team is always hanging around.
On the clock. Here's Westbrook. Drains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 9.
Well, he wasn't going to miss that. I mean, they were way too late to get to him out there.
Barbosa with it. Westbrook picks him up. Wilcox kicks to Bass. The pass to Lee. For Martin. Blocked. Right side Martin. He feeds it to Cephalosha. Pass to Collison. Count the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 6. It's really the mark of a great franchise. Boston expects great things from the Celtics each year, and more often than not, Steve, they deliver.
Yeah, you don't get all those banners that they have in that building without executing in the postseason. That's what this Celtics team has done the last few years. They play together, they've played hard, they defend, and they're at their best when their best is needed.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Thunder. Right side, Lee. He's against Martin. Back to Barbosa. Passes it to Pierce. Over Cephalosha. There's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Barbosa. Pierce has got his first points in this one.
You know, as much as anybody in the league, Pierce is able to hit the tough contested shots. And I think that's because of his strength and his skill level and his ability to knock defenders off balance before rising up and making his jump shot.
And,
Westbrook,
you know, you said
very
earlier
aggressive.
the big buckets down the stretch. Pierce always ready to do that. In the deciding moments of a game, that's when he really separates himself and deserves the moniker, the truth.
I'll tell you what, I remember Scott Brooks as a player, and he was feisty. He was not super talented, but what he was tough, and he loved to defend. He would pick you up 94 feet and just harass you all over the floor.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Shot, Mello.
Kevin, the Celtics' Rajon Rondo is such a tremendously talented player, but he has butted heads in the past with Coach Doc Rivers, and at times has had a hot temper. Rondo said, listen, I'm very passionate about the game. I think I'm a student of the game. At the same time, I have to do a better job of taking criticism. I've got to take myself out of the equation. It's about the team. You can't pick and choose when you're going to be a leader. You have to do it every day. And guys, for Doc Rivers and the Celtics, that's music to their ears.
be interesting to see. Thanks, Doris.
He's a firecracker, no doubt about it. But just a huge part of their team.
Jackson off the pick from Durant. Jackson dishes to Durant. Top of the key.
Come on.
He hits the jump shot. And the Thunder lead by 6. And they say the best teams take on the personality of their coaches. Steve, you talked about Coach Scott Brooks, feisty, defensively minded coach. Can you see it rubbing off on his team a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Good shot, Green.
A team that's built on defense first and foremost. You know, you get caught up watching Westbrook and Durant and Harden and how good they are offensively.
Let's zone up and see what we got. Let's zone up.
You really need to remind yourself that this team, the cornerstone is its defense, and that comes from Brooks. That's the foundation, and I think that's the way this team will be as long as
slow him
Brooks is
down.
the coach.
Watch the paint.
Left side Durant over Green.
Oh, still did it.
Oh, and their offense scorching now. Red hot. They've really turned it on.
I don't think they can play any better, guys. I mean, they are just making it look easy out there.
The dish to Sullinger. He dishes it to Green. Bradley jacks up a 3.
Oh, in and
No
out.
good.
Defense didn't give him any space there.
Shot and game clock separated by
Durant.
5.
Zone up.
Evans against Rondo. That's good.
Now, they knew what the defense was doing, and they responded perfectly.
Celtics trail by 7. The shot no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thunder lead by 7. And it's time now for the sprint half.